What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Torino Career Mode. This is episode number 61, and we start today's episode with Pulowski coming to us and saying he's not happy he's not getting on the pitch enough. And Pulowski was our top goal scorer in the first season with 27 goals. Last season he started off as a strike partner for Immobile, and then Choupo-Moting came in January and he sort of shared the first team playing time with him. This season though, Dybala was signed in the summer transfer window and he's been playing fantastically well, and although Immobile did have a 2-month injury, he's come back from injury and looked really solid. And, you know, Pulowski, I don't want to sell the guy because I do like him as a backup striker, despite the fact he doesn't seem to want to grow. But either way, with the January transfer window coming up, he may well be on his way. We'll have to wait and see. Still, we take on Parma for the first game of today's episode here, and the first couple of chances fell to us. Maximovic's header was then cleared off the line, and then the second shot was deflected over the bar. Gabbiadini had a good strike there, but the goalkeeper saved it and turned it behind for a corner, so still Parma 0, Torino 0. And from the resulting corner, Hakan Çalhanoğlu standing over it, decided to go for a different type of corner, played out wide towards Florenzi, and he shoots from range, but it does go harmlessly wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. So still 0-0 in this game, but all the chances falling to Torino early on. And in the 29th minute, a good chance for us to open the scoring here. Gabbiadini rides a slide challenge and plays a free ball towards Ciro Immobile, puts it past Costa with a step over, then finesses the ball into the back of the net, courtesy of hitting the far post, or via the far post I should say, and he makes it Parma 0, Torino 1. So I just mentioned Pulowski there, and Immobile coming back from injury, his 2-month one he got in the Supercoppa. You know, Pulowski, I don't think he's got enough about him to take Immobile or Dybala out of the first team unless either of them get injured, like Immobile did at the start of the season, because both of them have got off to a great start this season. The first half of the season has been good for both of them. Their goal-to-game ratio is really healthy. That's Immobile's 8th goal of the season so far in the league. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult for Pulowski to get themselves back in the first team, but either way, you never know what will happen. But still a good finish by Immobile there, and we do take the lead. So 1-0 to Torino, and 5 minutes after the restart here, the task for Parma was going to get even more difficult if they were going to get themselves back in the game. They hadn't started the game very brightly, and 5 minutes after the restart, Nicola Pozzi gets himself sent off for a straight red card. He's a long way away from his own goal. We're in the Torino half here, but that challenge on Çalhanoğlu, like there was no need for that, really. It was a terrible challenge, absolutely no need for it whatsoever. You can see Çalhanoğlu saying the same thing, and Pozzi is walking for a straight red card, and I don't really think he could complain either. So Parma 0, Torino 1, and the home side are down to 10 men, and in the 58th minute, a good chance to make it 2-0 here. Dybala gets on the ball and shoots, but it's a good save by the goalkeeper, and the follow-up header goes into the side netting. So still Parma 0, Torino 1, and from the goal kick, the goalkeeper launches the ball long, but Çalhanoğlu wins the header and flicks it back towards Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini fake shots around his man and plays it through towards Florenzi. Florenzi then step overs and plays it through towards Hakan Çalhanoğlu. From range, he strikes it, and it's almost a wonder goal from Hakan, but a really good stop from the goalkeeper denies him from scoring, and it's still Parma 0, Torino 1. But in the 69th minute, a rare chance for Parma to grab themselves a goal and an equaliser in this game. They crossfield the ball towards the number 23. Eventually they work their way inside the area here, and as Palladino turns his man, I don't know what happened with De Vrij and Danilo there, but I ran to the side with Danilo. I thought De Vrij had him covered. Clearly not. He turns the Dutch centre-half and smashes the ball into the back of the net, and with Parma's first shot in the entire game, they equalise. So how frustrating is that? We've dominated for the entire game. They've gone down to 10 men, getting a man sent off, and now with their first shot, they get themselves back on level terms. So Parma 1, Torino 1, Palladino equalising for the home side. But in the 73rd minute, a good chance for us to get ourselves back in front. Dybala gets past his man and finds Hakan Çalhanoğlu, strikes it from just inside the area, but the shot goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still Parma 1, Torino 1. And in the 78th minute, another good chance for Torino. Alexandro turns Cassani, rides his slide challenge, drills in across, and there is Hakan to turn it in the centre and make it Parma 1, Torino 2. So back in front for the second time in this game. It is Hakan getting his 4th goal of the Serie A this season. He was playing pretty well in this game, and I thought eventually he was going to get a good chance to get himself a goal because he had so many shots in this game so far. And as the drill cross came from Sandro, Çalhanoğlu peels off the last man, and he's not going to miss that one. So Parma 1, Torino 2. Yet another good chance for Parma to grab themselves an equalising goal here, their second equalising goal of the game in the 81st minute. We fail to do with a cross when it comes to Mendes. He strikes it, but Bernie makes a really good save, and Maximovic and Danilo get the ball away. So still Parma 1, Torino 2, but in stoppage time, we had a great chance to make it 3-1, and we should have done so as well. Immobile finds Çalhanoğlu through towards Dybala. He strikes it from just inside the area, but he can't hit the target, and it goes behind for a goal kick. So final score was Parma 1, Torino 2, so delighted to get the win, yes, but to be honest, as you'll see by the match stats right here, I have no idea how we only won by a single goal, and, you know, how we only scored 2 goals. We had 19 shots in the entire game. 19, and only 7 are on target. Really, really poor finishing, really, in terms of accuracy. Yes, we got the win, and that's the most important thing, and I'm pleased with that. But seriously, man, I've got to sort that accuracy out. That was really, really poor. And I guess, you know, I wouldn't say we got away with it, for example, but if we were coming up against a better team than Parma in that game, we would not have won that game, because the fact of the matter is they had 2 shots and they scored with 1 of them. And, you know, had we faced a better team that would have got more shots on the board, they certainly would have got at least a point in that game. Still following that, the transfer window open, which is fantastic. We had a scout report, didn't sign any players, and also a youthful monthly report as well. So the transfer window has officially opened. Yay, the January transfer window. Everyone loves transfer windows. Also as well, Stefan de Vrij got himself a training injury, and he's going to be out for 3 weeks, so that's a bit of a shame. But here's a look at the squad report as well, and you'll see a league table in just a moment's time as well. Right now, I don't know really what to say about this squad, but I really like it and everything, but the growth problems are starting to really annoy me now. You know, it's not even like just 1 or 2 players here and there. It's loads of players I'm looking at and just thinking, how have you not grown a single rating and a single attribute? It's ridiculous. I mean, de Vrij, for example, like, I know he's just gotten a training injury and about for 3 weeks, but de Vrij has come in this season and he's been fantastic. He's been absolutely superb as a centre back. Really, really solid performances in all games, and he hasn't advanced in a single attribute. I really don't understand it. But still, look at the league table as well. 17 games in, so 22 games left. We are top of the table by 3 points ahead of Roma. We're also 9 points clear of Napoli and Juventus in 3rd and 4th place respectively. Also the only undefeated side left in the Serie A so far. And our Champions League round of 16 draw has been drawn as well. And we've got Borussia Dortmund in the round of 16. So we've taken on a German side there in the first round of the knockout stages. So that's not a bad draw. I think we can beat them. I think we can beat Borussia Dortmund. It won't be easy. They've got some good players, but even so, I think that's a pretty decent draw for us, and I think we can take them over 2 legs. I really do. Still following that, I decided to put in a first transfer bid of the new window, or the contract bid, I should say. I bid for Lucas. I should say I put in a contract offer for Lucas, and we're going to wait and see what the Brazilian winger says. As you can see, Alex Merritt goes on loan to Empoli for the rest of the season, and as you can see right here, we do actually get our first signing of the window, and it is going to be Lucas on a pre-contract. So delighted with that. When I had my scout report on the guy, I was like, this has got to be like my first target I'll be going for in a January transfer window. 83 overall, just 24 years old, a rapid winger, the Brazilian. I've had him once before in career mode in a Napoli save, and he was awesome for us. Incidentally, I actually signed him on a pre-contract in that save as well. So yeah, Lucas coming in next season on a pre-contract. Very, very happy with that deal. The wages, yes, quite expensive, but either way, he'll be our first ever £100,000 plus a week player in a contract. But either way, he looks like he'll be a great player for the future, and he's only 24 years old and already 83 overall. So looking forward to him coming in next season. He should be a really good signing for us, and although we don't play with wingers, he'll be a good injection of pace from the bench, or possibly we'll change formation. You never know. I'm looking forward to seeing how he'll do next season. Also, Lille put in a bid for Fabian Schär, and I wouldn't be against selling him because he, like many other players in this club, just refuses to grow. But right now, with de Vrij currently injured, it might not be wise to sell him, and we could do with a good enough centre-back to partner Maximovic whilst our Dutch centre-half is out. So I asked for £7 million from the French side. We'll wait and see what they say. I'm not against selling him, but, you know, with de Vrij currently injured, the worst thing is to have a defensive crisis in terms of injuries. So, you know, if we lost Maximovic, for example, and Schär got sold, we'll be stuck with just Janssen and Engels as well, which I wouldn't be too convinced by. So not too sure I am going to sell him, but we'll wait and see what Lille say once they come back after we gave them the counter offer, £7 million asking price. Still, we take on Cagliari for the second and final game of today's episode here, as Cagliari come and take us on at the Stadio Olimpico di Torino in the Serie A, and the first chance would fall to us, and the first goal would be scored by us as well. Ciro Immobile grabs another goal for Torino and makes it 1-0 to the home side. Gabbiadini's strike was well saved by the goalkeeper, but no one was marking Immobile. He had a free shot at goal, and he was not going to miss as well. So Colombia does make a good stop to deny Gabbiadini from close range, but Immobile, with an open goal to aim at, unmarked, isn't going to miss. He gets his 9th goal in the Serie A this season, and it's Torino 1, Cagliari 0. 9 minutes after the restart, a good chance for the away side to grab themselves an equalising goal. Ekdal gets on the ball and plays it inside towards Desena, but it's a good stop by Bernie, and we get the ball away. So still still Torino 1, Cagliari 0, and in the 64th minute, Cagliari give the ball away, and Immobile wins it back for us, slides it across the face of goal, picks out Dybala, and these two this season, I mean, we talked about Poloski at the start of the episode, but these two as a strike partnership, they are working together so well. Immobile grabs the assist, Dybala gets the goal, and it's Torino 2, Cagliari 0. So a really simple finish for our new Argentine striker, just taking one touch, putting the ball past the goalkeeper, and finding the back of the net. So Torino 2, Cagliari 0. The final chance would fall here in the 77th minute. Motta finds Hakan Çalhanoğlu, plays a good free ball towards Dybala, but his strike is well saved by the goalkeeper and turned behind for a corner. But always how the game would finish though. Torino 2, Cagliari 0. Another win notched up for the boys. A pretty comfortable victory for us. It was a game as well where there were a few chances, but not too many. You may have noticed I played 4-minute half, not a 6-minute half. Sometimes you guys do pick up on this. Sometimes half length isn't 6 minutes as it usually is. That's usually just because I don't have much time to play. I just need to get the footage done. But either way, we got the win. We deserved it as well. And a good performance for us as we notched up another win in the Serie A this season and remain top of the table. But that does end the episode there, guys. So as always, big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode of Torino Career Mode, then please do leave a like. And I'll see you for the next episode of Torino Career Mode very soon.